Well, it's a case of little and large today. Cue the music! Obviously, it's Friday and we've got a DLC coming up. Obviously, we're going to have some fact sheets, and we've got 2 more today. So, obviously, this is going to be for your Mercedes-Benz trucks DLC that's coming out on the 9th of September. So, the first one is going to be the MB Track 1100. Obviously, it's going to be a tractor. I mean, 100 and 110 horsepower engine. Yeah, I'd say it's probably small to medium-ish. We'll go with that anyway. 50 grand to buy. It's going to have a manual gearbox and it's going to run at 24 mile an hour. Now, obviously, that's the MB track. We've got, what was it, 4 different versions in this pack coming up. But all right, fair enough. And if you don't want to be going for a tractor anyway, you want to go for a truck, we got this, the Actros L Pro cabin, 124.5 grand to buy. It's going to have an engine output between 326 and 625 horsepower, and obviously it's going to be limited to 55 mile an hour, as most HGVs normally are. All right, fair enough. I mean, to be fair, that is looking good. I mean, that is a great looking truck, I must admit. I probably am going to be getting one of these in the game when it comes out. Obviously, this is coming out on September the 9th, and there is a link down below. If you're on PC and you haven't already pre-ordered it yet, click on that and it helps channel out at no extra cost. And just a word of warning, this is going to be part of the year 1 season pass. So if you own that, you don't need to pre-order it again. So just keep that in mind. Now, on with the mods. So first up is Car Garage. This is by ICAS, 4.31 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under sheds. Now it's going to cost you 25 grand to place down, and you do have the option to change the colour. So you click on customise, so right stick in if you're on Xbox like me, you can pick any one of those. Obviously it's going to be colouring everything, apart from the doors, but alright, fair enough. Now, where it comes to the doors, you have got these 2 that open up the front, like that. You've also got a little man door to the side of those. Fair enough. Once you're inside, oh, that is a nice shiny floor. That is showroom ready. you could put a little desk in the corner. You know, have some new tractors in there. Make it a bit of a showroom. And the roof. Oh, that is looking all right. I mean, is that a light? Let's have a little look. Turn the lights on. Oh, it is. Oh, that is ace. I like that. That is awesome. Next up is Old Silo Bins. This is by KO3Y, 16.14 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them first off, as you can imagine, under silos. So we have got the Farmer 400 and OBI 1000. Yeah, all right, 400,000 litre capacity on that one, and a 70 grand price tag. You then got the Farmer 500, which is, as the name would suggest, 500,000 litre capacity. That's going to cost you 80 grand. We then got the Farmer 800, which, as you can imagine, 800,000 litre capacity with a 100 grand price tag. Then we got the back row. We actually need to move into the old silo extensions for these ones, because obviously they're the silo extensions, as you can well imagine. So we've got the 100,000 litre version. We then got a 150,000 litre version. So that one's going to be 20 grand. That one's going to be 35 grand. We then got one for 200,000 litre capacity for 45 grand. We then got the tallest one at the silo extensions anyway, 55 grand, and that's going to be holding 250,000 litres. I need to put my glasses on. And then we got this one, which is actually going to be found under containers. So that's going to be holding 27,300 litre capacity, and it's going to cost you 8 grand. But obviously, that's got the old triggers in for bite-inable stuff. Now, obviously, you got the loading in points at the front, taking out points at the pipe at the top as well. So load in, load out at the same place. And obviously, the bigger they are, the more space they take up, which is fair enough. You got your extensions at the back. I want to see what you can actually buy in on this silo. So click on the old spanner to seeds, mineral feed, or seeds. Right, fair. I mean, that one don't take up a lot of space, to be fair. Obviously, pull your trailer, pull your seeder along, planter, whatever you're using, fill it up. All right, fair enough. Right, next up is the Adurante R200A. This is by DD Mod Passion, 17.76 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it on the trailers. Now, I may be missing something on this. We'll come back to that in a minute. Now, you've basically got, what, 2, 4, 6, 7 trailers and this little bit. What you've actually got is 2 trailers and that little bit, because we've got this one here, the old R200A tipper. Fair enough. So it's got 46,000 litre capacity, 2.5 metre working width, which is interesting. Okay, fair enough. We'll carry on. It's got 24 mile an hour top speed. It's a trailer, and it says it can do bales. Right, okay, fair enough. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, Continental, and back to Trelleborg on the tyres. Then you got your different wheel types. So you go for a different tyre design, although they're looking all right, I must admit. Side guards, yes or no, is going to be doing those bits between the wheels. Then you got lighting, so you've got design 1, number 2, number 3, and then back to number 1 again. Work light, yes or no. We're going to be putting those just above the rear lights. Then you've got power takeoff. So you've got your yellow with protection, black with protection, yellow without the guard, black without the guard, and then no PTO whatsoever. Then you've got air hoses, coiled or not coiled. Box body, you've got hand tool or none. Now, I couldn't find where this bit is, to be fair, on any of them, which is, okay, fair enough. We'll leave that one alone. Beacon light, so we've got left. Where's the beacon light? Come on, give us a clue. There's no beacon light showing. All right, so we've got left, it says. Oh, it's underneath. There we are, that's sneaky. So left, right, both. Well, rotating left, rotating right, flashing left and right, and then rotating left and right, and then back to nothing. Right, they're sneaky under there. All right, fair enough. Power consumer, yes or no? Again, I could be missing something on it. 100%, I'd imagine I am. But all right, there's some things that don't tend to show up. All right, and then you got your license plate types. You got the standard map one, or you can have an Italian one. And then you got your rim color, which is going to be obviously your rims. So that's your standard trailer. We'll call it that anyway, which is why all the other stuff doesn't really seem to make much sense. If it's a standard grain trailer, why has it got working width? Why has it got bales? All right, fair enough. We then come on to these. I say these. They're all the same one, because you can basically change any of these to be any of the others, which is random. Okay, fair enough. So we'll start off with this one. We've got 45,000 litre capacity, and again, the same options, well, the same stats as before. It's going to cost you 41 grand if you don't go for this version, but okay. We can then change it to a 35,000 litre capacity, and we'll come back to that one in a minute. You then got a wood transport version, a bale transport version, which is auto load, but I'm not sure. You then got your big bag trailer, your tank trailer, your fillable pallet trailer, and we'll come back to that one in a minute. And then back to the original one. And then obviously all the side, well, all the tire options are going to be the same. You've got your decals aligned or not aligned. Flatbed design 1. So we really need to go to a flatbed version on that. Puts a little checker plating on there. All right, fair enough. You then got your tailgate decal. We'll spin it back round. So you've got yes or no. You then got your ladder, yes or no. I imagine that's going to be at the front, or not at all. No, we had it on already. Dear, there you are. Ladder at the front, yes or no. Right, fair enough. Side guards, yes or no, as before. Lighting is going to be before. Work light's going to be this before. Reflective panels on the rear. So we've got high and low. All right, so the low ones are going to be just above the bumper. The high ones are going to be actually on the back itself. Fair enough. Then you got your power takeoff as before, air hoses before, box body, beacon lights, power consumer, license plate, rim colours is the same as before. Now, obviously that's all your different options. So you got capacities, you've got wood transport, you've got your bale trailer, you've got your big bag trailer, and it is interesting because well, we'll start with the first one, the old 3-sided version. Yeah, because if you've gone for the 3-sided version, now I quite like this. This is an interesting aspect, I must admit. So if you've got your 3-sided trailer there, you can actually put an extra side on, which is all right indeed, which is going to be these here. Now, you do have the option, if you go for these sides, there we are, you can have them liftable or not liftable. Obviously, I've gone for liftable because it makes it a lot easier. You know, you just bring them to the side like that, chuck it next to it, and then you get the option to attach it, and it puts an extra bit on the side, so it raises the capacity, which is alright. So you don't have to go back to the shop and redo your trailer. I like that. I like that a lot. Now, where it comes to the others, mind you, this is where it gets interesting, because I've gone and got this one, which is a bale trailer, which is working alright, to be fair. So we'll hook that off. We'll go and buy some bales. Right, so I've got my bales, so all you need to do is just pull up on the side of it, and we'll go, drive over that piece of siding. Why not? Why not? Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, now we're coming a cropper. So we need to be on that one. We've got the option, Albion X, start charging. Right, so that's going to be loading all your bales up. Great. There's no option. Well, there is an option to unload, but it just does it where it is. And you've got no way of taking them off the trailer as, as we currently stand. So you will just need to drive over somewhere and then sort it yourself out. Right, no problem. Now, what I will say about this little side piece here, it only does the top bit. I'll show you what I mean. So if we then go and back up, we do have the option to attach it to this, even though it's a bale trailer. Now I've got it there. There we are. No, too far, too far. Back up a little. There we are. You can attach it. It puts it up like that. So it's a little bit, all right, fair enough. A little bit out the way, a bit further up than it really should be. Now we want to get rid of this bale trailer. Now we're going to go on to the fillable pallet one, which is the one I don't understand. Now I thought, oh, this is going to be an auto load for your pallets. No, it's not. Oh, easy up, traffic's coming. I've got a load of pallets out. Great, no problem. I thought, oh, do you know what? We'll go load them up. That'd be awesome. So we'll just put along here like that, and then we get nothing. Which is random. You can't load those pallets in. But what we can do is if... Oh, hold on. Easy, there's a silo there. I need to get my license back. I need to get do a little bit of a driving test. What you can do is actually fill it up from a silo. So there you are. We'll put in some wheat. There we are. So putting some wheat like that. Great. 1,000 litres. That's all it took. You got to keep on doing it, each pallet at a time. Great. And then you'll fill it up again. Yes. All right. Okay, we'll keep going. Fair enough. So on and so on. Then you come to unload it. We get unfold tipper, which is going to be this little hand box on the side. There you are, just between the wheels. That's unfolding that. That's it on that one. Fair enough. You do have the option to unload Y, puts it out in a pallet, and unload here is going to tip it up. Now the unload pallets, that's alright. That's not bad at all. But the actual unload here, it just raises and stays there. Which is... I'm not sure what's going on with that. Surely it should tip on the ground. I mean, we'll come across to this one. This is a sow point, so surely that should be... we'll stop unloading. It's going to lower itself down. Surely that should be... give me the trigger to unload. Don't know. We're going to unload the pallet. That's going straight into the old sow point. That way's all right. Just not unloading into the sow point. I could be missing something. I mean, the concept's interesting, especially with the three-sided one. I think that's probably the best one. You can have that little extra bit of boarding on your farm, so you don't have to go back to the shop and customize it again. But I don't know. We'll carry on anyway. Next up is the Farmtech Polycis 1550. This is by Hispano, 13.19 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under slurry tankers. Now, it's got a 15,500 litre capacity, requires 165 horsepower from your tractor, it's got a 15 metre working width and 11 mile an hour working speed, and it's going to cost you 77.5 grand. And obviously, that 15 metre working width is going to be the old boot hose, the old dribble hose, whatever you want to call it. Fold it out, jobs are good 'un. You do the option of tyres, so you've got your Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Radarstein, and then back to Trelleborg again. You can change the capacity Oh, 15,500 up to 300,000. Obviously, slurry and digestate. 300,000 of the old stinky stuff. Why not? I mean, you're going to be in the field all day with that. All right, fair enough. You then got your main colour, which is obviously going to be the main tank. Well, and a bit of suspension. Well, so it was suspension. Chassis. That's the better way of saying it. Underneath, you then got your design colour. Currently, it's chrome. So, actually, I say chrome. I mean, it's showing the chrome icon there, but when you go into it, it's not. It's a standard color. But all right, fair enough. We'll go with it. We'll go with blue, so you can see what it's doing. It's going to do all those bits. Then you got your design color again. We'll go with purple. What did that do? Not a lot, to be fair. All right, fair enough. Didn't seem to be changing anything. I mean, I'd imagine it's probably some sort of top of some valve or something like that. All right, fair enough. And then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. I mean, that being said, though, 300,000 litres of the old liquid stinky stuff. That is all right indeed. Well, we're sticking with the stinky stuff tankers, right, to be fair, and the modder as well. This is the Samson Agro PG II 35 by Hispano, 14.2 megabyte on the download, and obviously it's on the slurry tankers. Fair enough. 35,000 litre capacity, a 300 horsepower requirement, 11 mile an hour working speed, and a 202.5 gram price tag. You can then change your tyres. You've got your Trelleborg, your Vredestein, Nokian, and then Trelleborg again. You've got your 35,000 litre capacity as standard. And then up to 500,000. Dear, oh dear. 500,000 of the old liquid stinky stuff. All right, why not? Why not? I mean, you've got a 3-point on the back, so you could connect a boom hose system up to it. 500,000 litres. You're going to be able to do like the whole map, more or less, with that. That is all right indeed. You then got your main colour, which is obviously going to be the main colour. Then your rim colour is going to be your rim colours. 500,000 litres of the old stinky stuff. That's ace. Right, next up is the John Deere Frontloader Pack 603R643R. This is by Hispano, 8.24 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them under front loaders, as you can well imagine. So the first one we've got here is the 603R, primarily to go along with the John Deere 5M and 6M models. 90 horsepower requirement, 9.5 grand to buy. The only option is to change the colour. But really, I mean, red John Deere stuff, that's not the right colour, let's face it. I mean, we've got John Deere green. Leave it at that. Let's not mess around. I mean, this is how it naturally should be, the John Deere stuff. But, all right, fair enough. Now, if you haven't got a John Deere 5M or 6M, and you've got a 6R or 6M, we've got this one. The old 643R, 220 horsepower requirement. So a lot more requirement than the other one, and it's going to cost you 15 grand. The only option is going to be to change the main colour, but we're going to leave it at green, because that's the colour John Deere should be. All right, fair enough. Next up is the AGCO Go-Kart. This is by Hispano, 7.73 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under CLAAS. Now, this has got a 1 horsepower engine. It's a pedal go-kart, so that means you're 1 horsepower. Apparently, all right, fair enough, 24 mile an hour top speed. I'm not sure that's a very good idea. If you fall off, you're going to take the skin off your knees. Easy. 600 to buy, so nice and cheap. You do have the option to change your brand. You can have it as a Fendt, a Massey Ferguson, a Challenger, a Voucher, and then back to the Fendt again. And obviously, the colours change with it. You have the option of Go-Kart 40 or Go-Kart 65. So we've got one with no gearbox and then one with a gearbox. Still got a 24 mile an hour top speed, but all right, fair enough. You can then change the sticker on the front. So you can have AGCO, Stripe, or nothing. Now, you got to start this up because obviously you're not ready to go even though you're out of bed in the morning. So we start the engine up like you normally would do. And to be fair, it goes pretty fast. I mean, obviously 40 mile an hour, a little pedal go-kart. I mean, look at my legs going. Oh, I'll get me steps in today. Oh, we're going like Billy-O. Look at the state of it. Oh, I'm going to give myself a heart attack doing this. And then a quick turn round. Now, oh, do you like that handle as well? That handles like a dream. Oh, fair enough. Right, next up is the Aprilia Colibri SDX. This is by Hispano. 16.39 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it under cars. Now, it's got 111 mile an hour top speed for this old thing. All right, fair enough. Fair enough indeed. 16,300 to buy. You can then change the, well, it says 111, but you actually got the options. So it starts off at 56 mile an hour and then goes to, well, it's saying 112. It also says 111 there. So who knows which one it's going to be. You can then change your wheel brands. You've got your Continental, your Lizard, and then Continental again. And you've got your main colour, which is going to be your main colour. Your design colour, we'll go for blue. It's going to do the seat. And then your rim colour is obviously going to be the rims. Now, if you're thinking, do you know what? I want to go for a bit of a bike ride, but I've got my pasture, I've got my missus, I've got the wife, got the kid, whatever, coming along for the ride. Well, they got you covered because I got one like this with the old sidecar on the go. It's like something out of Wallace and Gromit, though, isn't it? I mean, it's the same options as before, but you got little. Look at the state of it. That's ace. But to be fair, once you get it out in the open, I mean, it picks up. It really does. So we start off from 0 there. So we'll go along. You know, all right, yeah, it's picking up a bit of speed. Then boom. Oh, we're off. We're off. We're going to end up doing 111 mile an hour and a three-wheeled contraption. Look at the state of it. Oh, that says, I mean, if you've ever seen Wallace and Gromit, you know exactly what I'm on about. Not quite sure I should be riding this without a helmet on, mind you, but alright, fair enough. Whoa, we're gone. We're spun out. Oh, fair enough. I like that. That's ace. Next up is your Lizard S10 1998. This is by Kohler Modding, 7.9 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under cars. Now, it's got 180 horsepower engine, 74 mile an hour top speed, and a 29 grand price tag. I'd imagine 1998 prices, that's pretty high, but all right, we'll roll with it anyway. You have the option of wheel setups. You've got your standard, you've got your design 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then back to the originals. Exhaust pipes, you've got your standard one, so spin it around. Where's your exhaust pipe? Out the right-hand side. You can have design 1, number 2, and then 3, and then back to the original. Front protection. No or yes. A little bit of a bull bar on the go. I like that. Protection bar. Yes or no. It's going to be the rollover hoop. You got design 1. There you are. That's better. With the old amber beacon lights on. You got design 2 with some, well, spotlights. All right. Fair enough. 3, 4, and then back to nothing. Then you got your stirrup. So you got yes or no. Little. What are they, sidebars? Well, we'll go with that anyway. Front work lights, so you've got yes or no. That's going to be putting those on the front bumper. Height, you've got standard, you've got a lowered version, or you got a high version, or you got back to the standard. Do you know what? If you're doing off-road, go with the high version. Might do you a little bit of a favour. Grid light, so you've got design 1. Oh, that being said, where are the grid lights? Oh, in the grill. Oh, all right. Design 1, 2, 3, and then back to nothing. Then you got your main colour, which is obviously going to be your main colour. You got your rim colour, which is obviously going to be the rims. But next up is the Manitou MC 18.4. This is by Hispano, 12.68 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under forklifts. You may be thinking, haven't we got a Manitou forklift already? Well, we got its bigger brother. It's a standard base game one. You've now got the smaller one to go along with it. So it's got a 36 horsepower engine, 15 mile an hour top speed, and a 37 grand price tag. You can do your window tinting, so 0%, 25%, 50, 75, and then 100%. And then back to 0. I'm not quite sure you should have 100% when you're lifting pallets up. Just saying, you're gonna miss the shelf. But all right, then got your main color, which is going to be obviously your main color. Well, the back bit anyway. Then got your design color. We're going to go with a red. It's going to do all of that. Wow. Okay, fair enough. Fenders. We'll go. Are they already black? Oh, yes, they are. Right, we'll change that. We're going to go for white. So they stick out. All right, no problem. Grid. We're going to go for blue. There we are. So we're going to do the grill on the back. Then got rear view mirrors. We'll go with that. We're going to go with a yellow. There we are. So it's going to be doing the bits on the back of the mirror. But okay, fair enough. Interior. We're going to go with purple. Why not? It's going to do those bits. And then you've got your rim colour, which is going to be your rims. So if you do like a Manitou forklift and you think the base game one's a little bit too big, well, this should sort you out nicely. Right, next up is the CLAAS TORION 1511. This is by Hispano, 15.98 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under wheel loaders. Now, this has got 167 horsepower engine, 24 mph top speed, and 180.5 grand price tag. You can then do your wheels and tyres brandage, change it from Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, AB. Look at the state of them. Oh dear. Back to Trelleborg. They just, and that's something out of Mad Max, right? I know they're designed to go into your bunker silos, your compaction, with your chaffage on the go and whatever, but they just look, they look dangerous. That's all I'm saying anyway. You then got your window tinting. So as before, you got 25%, 50%, 75%, and then 100%. And then back to the original. You got your main colour. Do you know what? We're going to go for blue. Let's do a CLAAS New Holland. Why not? All right, fair enough. Design color again. We're going to go with that one. And then design color again. We'll go for yellow. It's going to do those bits. Then your fenders is obviously going to be, well, as you can imagine, it's going to be the fender bits. All right, fair enough. Engine grid. Do you know what? We'll go with blue. Did I just change the same color as the previous one? Right, okay, let's go for green. There we are. That's better. It's a bit on the top there. Then you got your rear view mirrors, which is going to be those bits. We've actually got more of a rear view mirror color change on that one. Only on the left hand side, mind you, but okay. And then rim color, if we had the rims, which we haven't, we got these, would be your rim color. Next up is the Steyr Series 8150. This is by Hispano, 13.19 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it on the small tractors. Now, didn't we have this? It's a base version in 22. I mean, to be fair, Hispano is doing a great job of giving us some of the stuff we should have had in the base game. So fair play to the modder on that one. Now, this has got 135 horsepower engine, 24 mph top speed, and an 87.5 grand price tag if you don't go for the front fenders. There we are. So you got your Trelleborg, you got Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, and then back to Trelleborg again. And you got the usual shenanigans on the go. You got your twins there, you got your rear twins. I mean, you go for the wides. They always fill out the arches a lot better. Then you got your beacon. You got, no, where are we? There we are. Wide touch. You got front fenders, yes or no. Then you got your beacon. That's better. Left, right, left and right, or none. Window tinting. So you got 0, 25%, 50, 75, 100%. So you can't see where you're going. And then back to 0. Front loader attachers, you got your quickie, your Hauer, or nothing. Then you got your main colour. We'll go for blue, why not? Then you got your design colour is going to be doing those bits. Dear. Design colour again, we'll go for green. Why not? So it stands out. It's going to be the chassis work underneath. Then you got your front fenders, which is obviously going to be your front fenders. Then you got your engine grid. I'd imagine that's going to be a bit at the front. So we're going to go with purple. Yes, it is. Well, that didn't really change that much. Probably purple too dark. There we are. That's better. Then got your rim colour, which is obviously going to be your rims. And next up is the John Deere Series 9R9RX. This is by Hispano, 59.77 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find them under large tractors. Now, to be fair, I think this one, the old 9RX, probably one of my favourite tractors on the game. Yeah, even though I'm a Fendt fan, I do like this tractor. This is awesome. Now, you have got the wheeled version or the tracked version, but as you well know, I like the tracks. So we're going to go into this one because the options are basically the same. So you got your engine setup. It's a 515 horsepower engine. You then go to 572, then 627, and then 670, and then back to 517. No, 9620, 670 horsepower. Why not? Then have your options of crawler track, broad crawler track, the track width 3 meter, and then the broad ones. Right, look at the state of that. That is awesome. It's so wide. Oh, that is if you're going to go onto a map that's got like tight gates or whatever, you're going to struggle with this. It's definitely one for a big open map. Just saying that one. You've got your designs, you've got your EU or your US. So the EU gives you the warning signs on the front and the back, and then the US has got the old extra indicators. Then you've got your beacon lights, you've got your left and right, you've got your left only, your right only, no beacons, or back to both. And then again, like the previous ones, 25, 50, 75, and then 100% on your tinting or nothing. 3 points on the back. Yes or no? I would go with yes. It just makes it a lot more versatile. We'll just go with that anyway. Your main colour. Do you know what? We're going to go with black. Oh, 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 indeed. Now that is looking good. I like that. Engine colour. Well, the engine grid colour even. What if we go with red? Ooh, that is looking mean. I must admit, I do like that. Rear view mirrors. We'll go with red as well, so they stand out. The backs of the mirrors. That is all right indeed. Fuel tank. Okay, we'll go with grey. Going to do that bit there. Then got a Starfire receiver on the top. Obviously, that's going to be the colour for that one. Then got your crawlers. Oh dear. Red tracks. Look at the state of that. Oh, fair enough. And then you got your rim colour, which is obviously going to be your rim. I mean, as we're going through changes colours, it's just getting worse and worse. I mean, we just stick with the original. I mean, look at that. I mean, the broad tracks on it, the wide axle width. That's awesome. I mean, I know I don't generally like articulated things, but I'll make an exception for this. The old 9RX. This is awesome. So next up is the map Wernolau Farm. This is by MS Modding, 836.53 megabyte in the download. And it does have 2 required mods, which is not bad at all. Now, it says, welcome to Wernolau Farm, based on a real farm in Wales, 4 miles from the Carmarthen, with beautiful scenery and undulating fields. Now, I've been to Wales quite a few times. Wonder if that's anywhere near Barmouth. Right. Fair enough. We'll carry on anyway. So if you're coming on New Farmer, you're going to be using 1,052 slots. Now also, if you're coming on New Farmer, you're going to be owning a bit of land, which is the main start farm here. Also got Field 3, Field 1, Field 2, and Field 4, which has actually got a cow pasture in it, which is not bad at all. And there is 3 other farms knocking around the map. So if you don't fancy using the start farm, you can use one of the others. Entirely up to you. Now, obviously, we've got ourselves a little bit of a sleep trigger at the house behind us. Got a wardrobe trigger by the side there. They're going to come around this way. Got a little bit of a storage area just there. That's all right. And we'll come around here. We've got a nice building as well. And to be fair, all the buildings on this map are looking good. Don't get me wrong. You know, some buildings look alright. Some look a bit, but these, all of them on the map, are looking ace, I must admit. So we're going to come down here. Got a bit more of a facility on the go. So we're going to hook it round to the left like that. There we are. So in there, big old storage area. I mean, you could do a bit of bunker siloage in there. I mean, covered bunker silo, that is all right. You could just store some stuff in there. Entirely up to you. We then have got this building just here. So we open up. Why can I? It's got a side door. Have we got to go through the side, or is it one of those? Do we not own it? How do we get into that building? That's oh, should we come up to the button? That'd be a good idea. Use the button. The trigger's not on the door. All right, fair enough. There's plenty of space in there to be getting some stuff on the go. That is all right. Then we're going to come through here because we have got a bit of a pigsty here as well. And then we're going to come through like that. We've got a giant slurry tank pit, whatever you want to call it. When that's filled up, that is going to stink. 100% that's going to stink. And we're going to actually jump over the fence. There you are, because this is your pigsty. So we've got our animal dialogue box just there. So 36 pigs going in. You got your feed and your water going into the trough just there. That's a nice little pigsty. I like that. We're going to come over here. Got a bit more storage there as well. And there's a bit of junk knocking around, which I quite like. You know, it's like sometimes you go to some of these farms that you just like, it's very clinical, that sort of thing. It's very picturesque. Yeah, farms aren't like that. They got junk knocking around left, right and centre. Old oil drums, obviously, why not? So it's nice to see there's a bit of junk knocking around like a normal farm would have. We're just going to put it that way anyway. So up here we've got another shed. Got some more stuff in there as well, which is all right. We're going to come over here and we've got our silo. Hop over there like that. Oh, we've got a silo. Interesting. You got your milk taking out point just there. So it's not actually a silo then, it's for your cows. Alright, fair enough. Animal dialogue box just going in there. So it's going to hold 80 cows. So That should mean open up this door. I like those as well. Bit of old, was it wood chip? No, it's not even wood chip. Like really thin door. You know, you've knocked it up. You've had a door there before. It's got a bit bad, so you've just like replaced it with a bit of cheap lumber. Oh, fair enough. So feed and straw go into there as well. That is all right. We're going to come around here. And we've got another bunker silo. We're doing a bit of chaffage on the go. And we've got another animal building here. So we've got a slurry taking out point. Alright, this looks like a cow barn to me. So feed going into there. Then down here, we'll open up this door. There we are. Then your animal dialogue box is going to be going into there. So that's going to be another cow barn for you. 150 going into there. So I'd imagine your straw is going to be going at the same point as your feed. Got your milk taking out point just there. And we'll come back round here. We've got a bale and pallet storage to chuck in there. You take out just there. I'm going to spin it back round. And we've got another little building. We've got a diesel tank just there as well. So how much is this going to hold? It's holding 10,000 litres. That'll keep you going for a bit. And we've got this door here as well. Open up that one. Plenty of space inside. With 2 bays. Obviously, chuck some stuff in. I mean, you could potentially put some crop in one. And then store some vehicles in the other. That'll be alright indeed. And we've got our silo here. Here's your main farm silo. So load in that point. Take out that one. And we're going to come back round here. And we'll buy the start house. But we're going to carry on just a touch. Because we need to come out of here. And have I gone the wrong way? I think I have. Do we need to go down here? Well, actually, we're going to carry on. And we're going to go up to here. Actually, no. I was going the right way to start with. Because obviously that's where our cow pasture is. Our out in the open cow pasture. We'll call it that anyway. Now, I will say this. The fields, they're not square. So if you're into using the old workers, maybe a little bit interesting. Me, personally, I don't like using the old workers. I'd rather do it myself. So these sort of fields, no problem. We'd get cracking on that. I like it. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's close to where I live. Well, I say close. I mean, it's close-ish. I mean, I suppose it's closer than, say, like an Australian map or American map, mind you. Wales is just down the road. So that's all right indeed. But I do like it. Rolling hills. Yeah, fair enough. Now, here's your cow pasture. So you open up that gate like that. Animal dialogue box just there. Then you've got your water going in over there. And your feed going in there. And that is your start farm. Now, as we was walking around the start farm, you may have seen a bit of equipment. Yeah, so what do we start with on New Farmer? Well, we've got the AGCO 1500, the AGCO 2300, the Agromaz Aquila Drive 400, the Amazon ZA-TS 3200, the CLAAS Convio Flex 1080, the CLAAS Evian 450, the Farmtech Super Sys 800, the John Deere 6R145, the Kuhn GMD 3123F, the Kuhn GMD 8730FF, the Kuhn ProLander 7500, the Kuhn SB 1290 ID, the Crampy Half-Pipe HP20, the Magsi Bale Fork, the Magsi Universal Bucket, the Merlot Multi-Farmer 449, the Massey Ferguson MF9S 425, the Nardi N6030, the Samaz Z2 840H, and the Skoda Kodiaq RS. Now, as the map goes, like I said before, it's not square fields. It's definitely rolling hills, little country lanes, that sort of thing. So if you're into your big farming, this might not be down to your liking. But if you like a little bit of small-ish farming shenanigans, yeah, this could be right up your street. I mean, look at that hill there, just rolling straight down. You might have to take a little bit of extra action, maybe get a little bit of a higher horsepower tractor. Oh, I'm liking this. Smart for the day is the map Horizonte Argentino. This is by Brookman and Taylor Farms. 456.9 megabyte on the download. And yeah, it has got some required mods. I'll pop them up on the screen now. When you first download the map, it said there's like 2 maybe that you need to download. When you actually come to load the map up, it then asks you to download some more, which is a bit random. Just saying that. Anyway, now, if you're coming on New Farmer, you're going to be using 1,351 slots. Also, if you come on New Farmer, you're going to be owning a bit of land. And it's not the bit where you start the game. Because you start here. Your farm is actually over the road. I say over the road, it's over this giant field, because you own field 32, 31, and then 33, and obviously this bit of land in the middle is your start farm. So going from the previous map, Wales, little fields, we're going to Argentina, fairly big fields, and more or less square as well. These should be a little bit more worker friendly. Now, I'm going to leave Grandpa's house. Oh, saying that, is that a collectible? It is. All right, we'll collect that. What are we going to get that? We've got 10 grand. All right, 25 collectibles, 10 grand. I mean, to be fair, this is a nice looking map, I must admit. We're going to come out of there. I'm not going to go all the way down the road and around the field, because if we go into old build mode there, we've got... This field's huge. The field that you start with is huge. I have to run all the way down there, up there, then up the giant driveway. I'm not doing that. I'm going to run straight across the old... oh, there's a bit of a ditch there as well. Can I jump the fence? Oh, yeah, we're in. Can't see where I'm going. Running through some what looks like corn. Ah, dear, oh dear. Oh, shocking. Are we anywhere near coming out the other side? I don't think this is a good idea, actually, thinking about it now. Come on, we're nearly there. Come on, carry on going. Getting a little bit claustrophobic now. Go on. Oh, is there an end? Oh, there we are. Oh, we're out. And we can breathe. Dear, oh dear. Now, speaking of corn, actually, as we're running through that field, there is some different crops, which is interesting because we have got all these extras. You've got your alfalfa, your hummus active, your mustard rye, triticale spelt, vet rye, green rye, field grass, late soybean, and late maize. Now, what's interesting about those bottom two, if we go into the old shop menu and go down to seeders, you see the late soybeans there can be planted with a standard planter and with with a standard seeder, and with the planter you can do the late maize, which is corn, and the soybeans as well. So it's like a different crop altogether. All right, fair enough. We'll roll with it anyway. So your start farm itself, you got your house over here. Here's your sleep trigger just by the front door, and then your wardrobe trigger is by the back door. Got a bit of washing hanging out. Look at that. It's a pair of long johns for the winter. I'm not sure how cold it gets in Argentina, but okay, fair enough. A little bit of barbecue on the go. That is all right. We'll come around here. We've got this little building here. We'll open up that door. There we are. Is it one door and done, or is the other one going to roll afterwards? Oh, no, there you are. Go away. So we've got a little tractor there. I mean, we've got some seeds here. Are they seeds? Hold on a minute. Let's put the old field menu on. And yes, they are pallets of seeds. That should mean then that these bags over here, oh yeah, they're solid fertilizer as well. That is all right. Little bit of consumables ready to get going. Fair enough. We've gone around here. We've got a bit of a silo. I mean, you got your auger wagon. I mean, you could potentially, obviously, chuck it that way, chuck them in the top, then spin it around, get that bit at the bottom, and then obviously park your trailer underneath there. You don't need another one. That is all right indeed. We have got a little... Interesting. What's these? Open gate. Oh, you got to open the top. Let's have a little look. Can we see? Jump. There you are. The top's open. You got to open the top of the bin before you load into them. All right, fair enough. We'll carry on. Now, over here is a bit of your stuff that you've got parked out in the field. And there's a giant water tank as well. Now, as I was having a little flyover, I didn't see any trigger, mind you, to get water out of it. So it could just be for the old aesthetic. I mean, it could be a swimming pool. I mean, you could have a swim in it. I'm not quite sure the water's that clean, mind you, but alright, fair enough. No, it's just for decoration. Alright, fair enough. We'll carry on. We've got our silo over here, so you got your load in and load out at that point just there. And we'll carry on around here. And we've got another building. We'll open up these doors like that. There we are. So plenty of space on the go. And you have got the drive-through option with the other doors the other end. Just open up those like that as well. Fair enough. Then our last little bit is going to be over here on the start farm anyway. So you've got a little bit of lean-to, open airs, open-ended. I mean, you could drive through with a giant header trailer on, as they have done there. You're not going to get stuck on that. That is all right. I mean, to be fair, 2 headers on headed trailers. All right, is what it is. We'll open up this door. Oh, we do want to open up this door. Oh, is it open from the other end? All right, we'll give it a go. Go around this side then. No, we don't open it. How do we open it? Have I missed a trigger? I mean, there's a good chance I'll just completely miss the trigger totally. So go. There is no trigger. Oh, hold on. What was that? There we are. Right at the edge. Oh, I know what this is. So you come in like that, and you open it from the inside. There you are. I mean, that man door there, that was very, very well concealed. I mean, you could hardly see that. There you are. You got to go through the little door like that. No, there we are. Open it and straight in. And we got light. I like that little patio set in there. You're chilling when you're waiting for your crop to grow. Ah, fair enough. Now, obviously, coming around the start farm, we have got a bit of equipment. So what do you start new farmer with? Well, we've got the Albert pallet fork, the Farmtech DDK 2400, the Great Plains Solid Stand 1500, the Goval G1 F125, the John Deere 3650, the John Deere 980, the John Deere Pickup 900, the Lizard Pickup 2017, the Meridian TL1239, the Massey Ferguson MF7S 210, the Nardi N40BX x2, the New Holland 980 CR 830, the New Holland CH 770, the New Holland Vari-Feed 28 foot, the Pottinger Servo T6000P, the Quickie Big Bag Lifter Single, and the Quickie Q4M. Now, in a stark contrast from maps from the previous one, obviously that was small, sort of intricate fields that you are going to have to keep an eye on your workers with. This, big, giant fields. Yeah, you are going to be, I would say, needing some big equipment. We'll just call it that, because some of these fields are absolutely massive. I mean, if you've got a high-yielding, high-profit crop, oh, you're going to be making a fortune out of these fields. I mean, the one you get on the start farm as well, that's massive. I mean, you do get these two and all. I mean, I would potentially plough that bit in and just have, like, one giant field. I mean, you could even just, like, do that bit, get rid of those trees, and then plough those two together. One giant horseshoe field. Oh, fair enough.